50 names and 50 gates. Now in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can treat the 50 names of Marduk as 50 gates. If you want a detailed description of the 50, there's a video that I made on all 50 names of Marduk back when I was on vacation several years ago. And that's the longest video that I have today. I think it's 35 minutes and 7 seconds. Fact check me on that one if you have the time or you feel like fact checking. But anyway, so in the Simon Necronomicon, we have the 7 gates of the Zonai, and then you have the gates of the Azanai, or the Ulhi, or the Shiny Herd, whichever words you want to use for those, and then you have the gates of Ganzir and Arzir. So in each of those gates, you enter them to activate a certain energy that you are then going to experience in order to change certain things about you. So if you take a look at the 50 names of Marduk, you have 50 seals, or sigils, seals as they're called, where you invoke certain spirits. So let's take a step back here. If you look at the gates of the Zonai, those are all attributed to specific deities, right? So let's translate that over to the 50 names of Marduk. Each of their names is the name of a particular visage of Marduk. So each of the gates, you are invoking the energy of a particular deity, and then in each of the 50, you are invoking the name of a visage of a particular deity. So what you can do with these is not just invoke them as they normally are described to be used in the Necronomicon spellbook, where you come to them with an issue and you're like, hey, help me out with this particular issue, and you use that sigil for a particular amount of time, and then once you manifest your goal, you eliminate that sigil. I have several videos on that in the Necronomicon studies playlist that you guys can check out on my channel. It's probably going to be the one that's listed at the end of this video during my end screen card stuff. But what you can effectively do is invoke them like a gate. So let's get to my notes and continue from there. So when you're working with the 50 in this manner, you still go through the 7 steps listed in the Necronomicon spellbook, but instead of having a goal in mind, like a particular, I want to manifest this, that, or the other thing, your intention should be to transform something about you. So you pick a spirit or one of the names based on what you want to transform. You could even be very general about it and be like, hey, such and such a name of Marduk, teach me about blank. You know, that's your intention, right? So if you're looking to be more courageous, for example, you could work with Mala, or if you're looking to increase your mental acuity and activity, you could work with Lugalab Dubur. Those are 2 out of the 50, that you can learn to work with in this manner. So when you work with them like this, you would begin on a new moon by doing the 7 steps in the Necronomicon spellbook on that new moon, and then every single night from new moon to full moon, you do the same seal on the same piece of paper, the same time of the night, every night. And you hold that one intention in your mind. And you basically got to be really good at visualization or just mental focus. Remember, not everybody can visualize, but you want to hold that headspace of allowing the energy of that sigil to work with you. So you can use Marduk's number, which the book's back there. I'm not going to go grab it, but take a look at what Marduk's number is. You could walk around it 8 times. I think it's 8. Correct me on that. You could walk around the circumference of your altar the same amount of times as Marduk. Actually, I think 8 is Nebo. But yeah, I think Marduk is 10. You know what? Screw it. Let's take a look. Right. I'm not a fan of saying the wrong stuff, so we're gonna take a look anyway. did you 10, I was right. Yeah, probably not gonna add a cut to that one just because you guys get to see a little bit more of my about me and my funniness. But anyway, so you could after you set up your ritual space, right? You have your altar and whatnot. You walk around it 10 times. You sit. You go through the 7 steps because the circumambulating 10 times is in honor of Marduk, and then you do the 7 steps and you chill. You chill and you listen, right? And with your intention of teach me about blank, and you can get this from their description in the book, and you just let it in. And then in your daily life, you want to have the metacognition, let's say, of holding in your mind that such and such spirit, such and such a name of Marduk, is helping me to work with blank, and therefore you kind of pay special attention to any of the scenarios involving that their particular acuity, their particular skill. And you have to do your part in terms of what you do in your normal everyday life to not back down from those situations that involve that thing that you are trying to get better at, and you will have their spiritual support, the spiritual support of that particular name. Now, what you can do, unlike the other gates and stuff, is that sigil that you are working with every single night, you can carry it on your person. You know, you can have it in your wallet, you could have it in your pocket. If you have one of those little those necklaces where you can kind of put something into, right? I forgot what it's called. You could have that. The point is to have that sigil on you. And then every night when you're working with them, of course you're burning like some kind of incense or something, pine, sandalwood, or cedar, in which you are honoring them. So in exchange for that energy, they teach you about blank, right? So, and at the end of that moon cycle, basically when it goes from new to full, so full moon, you burn it, you thank them, and you burn the sigil and you thank them and you release them. And then at the next moon, you can do the same thing. Now, I think it would be really interesting if I was to go through all 50 in this manner. So, you know, if I can finagle my schedule around that kind of stuff and wrap my head around it, I might just do that. But maybe you could too. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Drop it in the comments. You can also email me and interact with me on my Facebook group, the Magickology YT Facebook group. You can find info to that and even my books and such down below and at the end of this video. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Good hunting. Thanks for watching my video. So if you want to check out my playlists, I have, among others, the Simon Necronomicon, the Tree of Life, General Magic, Tulpamancy, a playlist on my books, the elements, stones, the theories that govern magic, and the gods and goddesses of Mesopotamia. If you want to check out my books on Amazon, I have Creating Consciousness, Magical Mechanics, Magical Theater, Handy Sigil Magic, Magical Movement, which is an update and expansion upon Handy Sigil Magic, Magical Mastery, which is a combination masterwork of Magical Theater and Magical Mechanics, and The Guide to the Spheres and Beyond. You can also find me on Facebook at Magickology YT. You can email me at priestofthenecro@gmail.com, and you can even check out my Instagram, which is Magickology. And good hunting.